Congressman Ryan Jones is now from Washington. Good morning.
Morning, Charlie. Nora, how are you doing today?
Congressman Ryan, the Democrats are saying that they're prepared not to let the Bush tax cuts expire unless Republicans are prepared to do some taxes on those people who earn more than $250,000.
And my reaction, I take it?
Yes, sir.
We have the biggest government and the highest deficit since World War II. We are spending more money than we are bringing in. We're borrowing 40 cents of every dollar we spend. Surely we can get a down payment on spending cuts. The House of Representatives already passed, Charlie, a spending cut package to pay for the sequester. It's sitting over in the Senate. The president and the Office of Management and Budget is not even telling us how they'll do the sequester. We passed a bill 414
but my question is, what will
Wednesday.
Republicans do if, in fact, the Democrats allow the Bush tax cuts to expire? And they say, perhaps, Senator Murray said, let the $1.2 trillion in automatic spending cuts that began at the same time go ahead. What are you going to do if they take that tact?
So we don't think that's a good idea. We will next week pass a bill to extend all of the tax policies. Remember, these tax policies have been in place for a decade, Charlie, so they're really not tax cuts. We're just talking about keeping taxes where they are. A year and a half ago, the president said the last thing you want to do in a soft economy is raise taxes. We agree. The economy's worse now than it was then. So we're going to next week pass an extension of the tax code for another year, and we've already passed 2 bills dealing with the sequester, all of which are sitting over the Senate, which hasn't done anything for 3 years. No budget for 3 years, no sequester mitigation plan for 3 years. The White House hasn't even announced any plans to deal with this sequester. We passed a bill almost unanimously in the House on Wednesday telling the administration, if you have no plan to deal with the sequester, you got to tell us how you plan on imposing it.
Let me bring Nora in here.
So we've been acting in the House, Charlie, and we're just waiting for the Senate and the White House to do something.
Thanks.
Congressman, you're calling them tax policies and tax code. You're afraid to call them tax cuts now?
They're not tax cuts, Nora, because they've been the current tax policy for 10 years.
Come on,
no, so here,
no,
but honestly, Nora, keeping taxes where they are is not cutting taxes. Preventing a tax increase is preventing a tax increase. It's not actually cutting taxes. So we're saying don't raise taxes, especially in this soft economy. But more importantly, Nora, 8 out of 10 businesses in America pay their taxes on the individual side of the code. 90% of Wisconsin businesses pay their taxes. More than half of small business income will be hit by the president's tax increase.
As much as I hate to, I have to interrupt you because, as you know, we have this tragedy in Colorado.